to side-by-side action deeper in the field. Quentin Benson, your leader. Corey Kelly in second. Cameron Key currently winning the battle with Glenn Brady for the third position. There's your leader, Benson. Corey Kelly in second. Cameron Key rides in the third position, is able to put a pretty good gap between he and Brady as Benson's just rolled the bottom this entire qualifier. He's been successful. Kelly over a second back has not been able to reel them in. Benson with AFD graphics on the side. White flag in the air one more time around. Kelly working that low side as well. Key in third. The first car on the top as we've got a battle for fourth. Justin Zimmerman and Glenn Brady going at it. Checkered flag is out. Quentin Benson wins the eighth and final stock non-wing qualifier. Corey Kelly second. Cameron Key third. Glenn Brady fourth. Justin Zimmerman fifth. Jake Brown sixth. Brady Mercer seventh. Austin Helt, Dustin Corney, Jesse Maurer, John Pate, David Jacobs, Brandon Twitty, Brandon Anderson. Well, guys, believe the top 16 in stock non-wing points is going to be set, so pretty soon we ought to know a lot of what that A-main is going to look like. And Quentin Benson takes home a qualifier win to close it out.
Good job by Q-Ball. We are going to buy a couple of seconds so the winner can get up the ramp and get in position for the Joe's Racing Products Pit Report with Scotty Cook, which is coming up in just a couple of seconds. For you guys wondering about the programs, you see no car on the ramp. After our winner's interview up at the top of the ramp, we are going to have a timeout, and during that, we'll thank some of our awesome sponsors that help make the broadcast possible here on Flow Racing. After our timeout, we will come back with the back half of the qualifying races. We have got 5 restricted A-class qualifiers that are due up. All qualifiers are 10 laps. Outlaw wing qualifiers will follow that, and then A-class wing qualifiers will close out that run. Those are going to be races 221 through 241. To finish out the day, we've got B features, our first little run of them, so back into elimination races to finish the day out. Races 242 through 249 will be outlaw non-wing B mains, which are going to be 12 laps. The top 2 from each of them advance to the LCQ, and then to finish our day out, 250 through 257 will be stock non-wing B mains, 12 laps, and same deal, top 2 advance into the back of the LCQ. So, or actually advance to the LCQ. There's no cars in the LCQ at the moment. That's how you populate the field for it. So, we're ready to go up top to the top of the ramp. Sounds like Scotty Cook is not yet. Okay, we'll give it just one more second or two. You can see some of the drivers out on the track starting to walk the surface, which makes no sense because the surface is about to change drastically. We will now go up top. Scotty Cook has got our winner's interview.
Hey, thank you very much. The pride of Sweet Springs, Missouri. Boy, there's a lot of people in Sweet Springs, Missouri that would beg to differ, but the pride of Sweet Springs, Missouri, Mr. Quentin Benson. Buddy, you've had a relatively successful weekend, and that big win right there puts you in real good position for this stock non-wing A main coming up tomorrow. How about that?
Man, I sure hope that gets us in. We started on the pole there, so kind of depending on how the other qualifiers went, but we're hopeful that we're in, and hopefully we'll get a decent starting spot, and we'll see what happens later tomorrow night.
You caught a draw for one of the last race before the break, and boy, that old racetrack had gotten wild and dicey before you hit the top of the ramp here. It's really, really racy right now.
Man, I tell you, we had plans on knocking the wall down there, and at the bottom of the ramp, right before we went out, we changed it all. So, I don't know. I'm glad we made the call, and hopefully we can keep making more of the right ones.
That's not even like your style, knocking the wall down. We're used to seeing you digging up on the hub, but encouraging to hear nonetheless. How's everything stacking up in your other classes?
We ran the wing car for the Hinks, and by the time we got that figured out, it was too little too late. But both non-wings were setting pretty good, and I don't know. We're hopeful to get up front tomorrow night.
Always good to see you, old buddy.
Always good time with you too, Scotty.
All right, that's the cue ball representing the fine folks of the Sweet Springs Motorsports Complex, one of the weekly competitors there, and he is always fun to watch and as good of an old buddy as you could ask for. We'll send it back down to the booth. Guys, it's time to break out for a short bit.
Well, it's time to break out, but we got a really kind of cool announcement that's going on. First, Clinton Boyles. You see a lineup? Is that what I see?
Wikipedia already quick on the points. Again, these are unofficial, but Cue Ball does not make it in. He is 18th overall in points, but your quick 16 lock-ins in order unofficially are TJ Smith, Tyler Courtney, Brian Carver, Mason Doughty, Kenny Miller, Corey Kelly, Jace Park, Curtis Jones, Christopher Bell, Trey Gropp, Weldon Buford, Chase Cabry, Ethan Wicker, Alex Bright, and Aiden Purdue rounding out your top 16 lock-ins.
All right, so with that being said, for those of you who have got the broadcast on in the pit area, very cool thing for the very first time ever, the Chili Bowl t-shirts are here, and they're going to be made available early. So as you guys get ready to enjoy this little intermission, you got a chance to wander over to the Tulsa Shootout souvenir trailer and purchase your Chili Bowl shirt now. Those are available at the Shootout trailer as we get ready to take a break. We will do so here on Flow Racing. We'll come back after this timeout. You're listening or watching the 36th Annual Lucas Oil Tulsa Shootout live on Flow Racing.
One of the main reasons for poor vehicle performance is a dirty